Now we're dealing with the most dangerous situation we can be facing, and that is when my opponent has a firearm, my opponent has a weapon, and his intent is to kill me with the weapon. If I have an opportunity to hand this guy my wallet and be done with it, that's your best case scenario. So always best case scenarios, man, this guy wants money, he's trying to rob me or something like that. If I can give him my wallet, hey man, there's money in the wallet, I've got a family, I've got a new baby at home, and then maybe that's all, maybe he'll be done with it. Maybe he doesn't want to hurt me, he just wants money. He might be in a desperate situation, maybe he wants money for drugs, maybe he even needs money for groceries or something like that. We don't know what anybody's going through, so maybe I can spare my life. There's a story right now, and you guys, listening to this, you might actually remember this. It's probably one of the best kickboxers that ever lived. He had somebody rob him and was taking his car, and rather than letting the car go, and this is no disrespect to him at all, but rather than letting the robber go, he continued chasing after the vehicle, and they shot him to death and killed him. And he was one of the best kickboxers in the world, and so it was a huge loss for the martial arts community. So if you have an opportunity to give up your personal possessions, it's always more important to save yourself. Think about yourself and your family first. But if you're in a situation where this guy's going to pull the trigger and this guy's going to kill you, then you're going to need to try, at least have something that you can do to try to disarm the weapon, at least some kind of backup plan. So I don't want to put my hands up, because if I put my hands up, they have to come down very low to disarm the weapon. He's going to shoot me. One thing to think about is the second I move my hand and try to disarm the weapon, he's probably going to pull the trigger. So you got to be prepared for that now, okay? So now from here, with my hands here, I'm going to come up, and I'm going to move myself, and I'm going to get myself out of the range of the fire. Here. Now I'm going to move into him. He's probably going to try to back away. So he's trying to back up, I'm trying to keep the weapon, and boom, he kills me. So I need to, from here, move into the guy. And I'm striking to the groin, I'm hitting with elbows, whatever I can, and then I'm going to the back of the gun here, and I'm going to twist it out of his hand, and then I'm going to create distance between us so he can't come at me. I'm going to create a space. When we train with the weapon here, with the gun, we're never putting our finger on the trigger. And the reason for that is, this isn't a real gun, so it's not going to kill us, so that's not the reason. But the reason is in this twisting motion, if his finger was on the trigger, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the trigger there. If we can see this here, as I'm twisting the weapon out, I'm breaking his finger inside the handle there. So right there, I'd be breaking his finger. Okay, so now, to do the move a little faster and practice it, he's not going to put his finger in the trigger because I don't want to accidentally break my training partner's finger. All right, there we go, disarming the gun.